So it's a pair of Nike SB Dunk Low Electric Safari Olympic, and the reason I've kind of given them all three nicknames is it seems to be the electric pack, but inspired by the Olympics, and also has the Safari print on there, so that's the reason I've given it all three names. And the SB Dunk in general is a adaptation of the standard Dunk, which was a Nike sneaker that was made for basketball back in the 80s. And then they've taken that silhouette and kind of updated it for sort of skateboarding use, really. And like I said, this one is influenced by the Olympics this year. And it is a skateboarding shoe at the end of the day, and that's one of the sports that's been represented in the Olympics as well. So with the details, this comes in a Phantom, black and Monarch colour scheme. So it's one of those trainers that is I suppose a bit of a Marmite sneaker at the end of the day in terms of its colourway. And in terms of the tech, it has a insole in there with a Zoom Air pod in the heel, and then a pour-on foam bed in the forefoot. So that provides the comfort really of the insole, and apart from that there isn't too much other comfort in there, and the reason for those being in there is mainly for sort of impact protection and stability. And it also has a file on mid plate, so this is the kind of almost like the torsion bar system that's in here to stop you twisting the trainer, and it kind of provides again stability and impact protection as well. And it's sort of made up of suede and nubuck materials, so you can sort of see that here. And the price on these is £120. So with the comfort and sizing, these are on the medium to firm side. I think with all SB Dunks, you know, they're not going to expect too much comfort. They are, because of the tech that's in there, they're slightly more comfortable than a standard Dunk. So you do get sort of a bit comfortable than, you know, than I suppose standard really. And but they are on the firm side, and you know the only sort of little bit of give that you have is the, like I said, the pour-on foam bed, and then also you have the Zoom Air in the heel. But apart from that, it's pretty much a sort of neutral, very low to the ground sneaker. And it also has quite a sort of flat footbed, so don't expect any sort of arch support. You can probably see in here it's a very sort of flat. And again, it was made for basketball and you know used also for skateboarding as well. And I'd just give it probably like 3 to 10 hours for the materials to soften. Once they soften, then it feels much nicer on foot. And I do recommend going up half a size, mainly because of the fact that it has quite a lot of padding around here, so that pushes your foot forward, and then also the tongue is really thick. So because of that, I do recommend going up half a size anyway. And with socks on, my toe comes to about here, so you will kind of feel like if you go true to size, you know, for most people anyway, you might find it a bit of a squeeze. However, I go up half a size also due to the fact that I have a wide foot. And the traction is really good, so similar to a Jordan 1, it's got this kind of radial pattern on the forefoot and just a sort of standard kind of rectangular pattern on the back. It works well, and you know I can't really say too much about it. I feel like it wears out quicker than a Jordan 1, for instance, but at the same time, it does the job. So with the look and style, I do like the neutral colour palette. What attracted me to the sneaker is like the safari print. I do like the way this, you know, it looks, and it's a simple sneaker at the end of the day. And it's one of those ones where the teal colour is you know, some people love it, some people don't, of the laces, and for me, I think it works. And this is a good one to rock spring summertime as well, because of the fact that it's, like I said, got sort of neutral colours on here. Not to say that you can rock it during autumn winter, but I think because of this sort of suede nubuck material on here, you know, you don't want to kind of ruin them too quickly. And you can sort of wear them casual and smart casual, in my opinion. I think the colourway lends itself well to, you know, dressing up. I won't say like majorly, I won't be wearing it with a suit, for example, but there's no reason why you couldn't put have a chinos and a jumper on and having a pair of these on. It's just got that safari print, I don't know, it just gives you that kind of extra bit of sophistication, I guess, and same with the colourway because it's quite neutral. And in terms of sort of laces, so I think, you know, it comes with the teal laces. There's also a black pair that comes with it, but you can also try grey as well, and also white. You know, I think all of those would work on this particular sneaker. And I'm not sure why they didn't include extra laces, because you've got the orange as well around the inner lining, so I think the orange would have been quite nice. So with the final thoughts, I do like the unique design and the colourway of this particular trainer. It's quite sort of, like I said, neutral, and you know, looks quite sort of pleasing to the eye, in my opinion. And when you sort of look at these from far away, you get more of that kind of grey vibe from the safari print, and it's only when you go up close that you notice the safari print more so. And I do like the materials. I won't say they're like premium, but the leather that's used on the toe box and around the sort of medial and lateral side of the sneaker does feel quite brushy, and it's not, I suppose, suede. I feel like it's still sort of more on the nubuck side rather than suede, but it has that sort of brushy effect to it. And same with the safari print areas, they also feel very sort of nubucky as well. So in terms of cons, I think the comfort on this is not great. So it's one of those ones where I think you could probably choose, you know, another sneaker to wear in terms of, you know, everyday use. But, you know, for wearing once in a while, obviously for skateboarding it's fine, but for general lifestyle use, you know, you're not going to get too much comfort, and you should probably know whether the SB Dunks are going to work for you or not. So with the ratings, I give the look and style a 4 out of 5. I think when I initially saw the pictures, this is one of my top pickups for 2024 in terms of Dunks. I think the only other one is the Futura and the Big Money Savings. And looking at this pair, I don't feel this as nice as those other two pairs, and that's the reason why I've given it a 4. I think having it in hand, sometimes, you know, when I looked at photos, I thought, oh, this looks like a really, really nice sneaker. And don't get me wrong, it still is, but it's not as nice as the Big Money Savings and the Futura Dunks for me. And the comfort, I'm going to give it a 4. It's not like an amazing comfort, but you do get a little bit of more tech in there than standard Dunk. And for me, that kind of sort of tips it over the edge. But I wouldn't be wearing these all day. It's not the first pair of trainers I'd pick up to wear, you know, for sort of casually walking around or if I'm going on holiday. And the quality, I'd give that a 5. I think, again, the materials and the kind of the price ratio that you're paying for this is 5 as well. So that goes hand in hand for me. I think the materials that are on here, not like massively premium, but at the same time it's been constructed well, and I do like, you know, when the SB line, they do kind of really well with the material choices and the construction of the sneaker, and I just like that. And also then the pricing comes out quite well as well at £120, because nowadays Dunks even seem to be, standard Dunks seem to be around sort of £110, £120. And that's why overall I'm going to give it a score of 4 out of 5. It's still a solid sneaker, I still really like it. But I prefer, out of the two that I have recently, the Problem Solver one and this one, I prefer the look of the Problem Solver one. They're both same sort of colourways, but I think because that's like a newer silhouette, it looks more interesting to me.